Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I got this question here about technology, about basically being on the bleeding edge here, and this comes from Bilal, I think Bilal. He says, "Hello, sir. I am a big fan of yours, and I see a lot of wisdom in your books and videos. You get some points for calling me sir. You can call me Captain or Johnny Boy, not Johnny Boy." Captain or sir, that's good. I like those. I like the fact that the best part of what you say is not words. I like the fact that you are what you say. Well, I appreciate that. I am a sir. I am from Tunisia. My name is Bilal, Android developer for 3 years now. I used to be .NET. I just finished watching your video, Must Know Technologies for Web Developers in 2016. This is the video right here. First, I have to tell you my story with Node.js. I found out about Node too soon. I wanted to learn it. I liked the idea of server scripting with JavaScript. I asked some friends about it. I was looking for an advanced tutorial. It was too new to be learned, so I gave up and it was sad. I had to learn something new and Android was a good choice. So my question is, should the developer wait for a technology to mature to learn it, or should he gamble with the new ones? Thanks so much for helping us. So this is sort of a tough one. So you got to make this choice. This is where, okay, so here's a good book. I'm trying to think which book it is. It's Nicholas Taleb is the author, and he wrote a bunch of books. I think Anti-Fragile, that's the one. Yeah, so here it is, Anti-Fragile. So in this book, he talks about this barbell strategy. So he talks about basically like in investing, it's like a barbell. At both ends, it has like this thing here, right? Oh, in fact, hey, let's draw. So we have a barbell here, right? And on both ends, there is a fat part, right? And in the middle, it's skinny. And this is like high risk stuff, and this is low risk, right? And obviously, if you know anything about life, the high risk stuff has a high reward, right? And then the low risk stuff has low reward, but it's stable. It doesn't blow up in your face so much. So what he says, and I agree with this philosophy, is he advocates that you position your stuff here between these two. That you don't put stuff in the middle so much. So many people put stuff in the middle. It's better to have a lot of stuff in the low risk, low reward, and high risk, high reward. In fact, probably like you want to do something like this, 90 there, 10 there. I mean, if you like living on the edge, maybe you do 30 here and 70 there. But basically, your strategy should still be skewed this way. At least that's my adaptation of it. I think he had a little bit of a different take on it. But the reason for this is because you can strike it big with the high reward. Sometimes, like if you invest, let's say that you've got your time, right? Or your, let's say money. Let's say you had $10,000 and you put $1,000 into this and you put $9,000 into here. And this 1,000, like most of the time you're going to lose it, but sometimes you're going to make $100,000 from it. That's pretty good. That makes up for a lot of times when you lost it, right? And life is sort of like that. There's these unbalanced rewards. So again, where am I going with this? Well, you asked about technology. So my point is that some of these cutting edge technologies, like if you can become the expert in this technology and invest in this technology before anyone else does and jump on that boat, right? Then it could be this, right? Sometimes the technology is going to go down the drain. Most of the time it's going to go down the drain and it's not going to become valuable. But if you can be like the first person who was doing Node, for example, right? And you're the expert, you just hit the jackpot. You got money bags here, right? Because you can now sell all this stuff and you're the authority in that space, and you didn't have any competition because no one else was taking that risk. So that's what I'm saying is, but most of your stuff should be here, right? And you definitely don't want to be in the middle. Don't get, pick the solid technologies, pick the really scary technologies, and do both of those. To me, that's the best strategy, because you've got some of your horses in that big game where you can make a lot of money and do really well, and you've got most of your horses in the place where they're going to be safe and you're going to do okay. So that's what I would say, and if you're going to have to allocate that time. And the other piece of this is that you always want to be sending some chips ahead, right? I think of it as this way: it's like, take some money, put it in an envelope, and mail it to yourself for the future, right? You send some chips ahead for you so that when you get there, they're there. And so when you're investing your time, you want to be investing in the now, right? But you want to be investing sometimes some small portion in the future, and that might be those experimental technologies. This goes for anything in life, from investing to whatever it is you want to always send some stuff ahead. You want to be, if you're building a business, it's good to focus on making money now, but you also want to do some R&D, right? You want to have some stuff that's going to pay off a long time down the road. You can't devote all your resources to that, because you'll starve, you'll die, right? You gotta stay alive. But as much as you can send ahead, that's going to have the biggest benefit. So that's another strategy that you might employ there. So tough question, tough decisions to make, and just realize that most of the time when you do take on these risky technologies, most of the time they're going to fail. They're not going to become superstars. But every once in a while, you might pick that winner, and if you do, it's going to pay off handsomely. So anyway, great question. Thanks for emailing it. Thanks for calling me sir. And if you have a question, you can email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com. And if you like this video, subscribe. Take care.